What's up, Fooligans? It's time to react to Fool again with your boy MC
Cisco.
Today we're gonna react to one of my favorite YouTube accounts, Casually Explained, where he explains high school. I haven't seen this one, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be as funny as all the other videos.
Yeah, this should be good. I've seen maybe 2 or 3 Casually Explained. I'm not as big of a fan as he is, but I'm down to watch this as well and experience it for the first time for your viewing pleasure.
Bet.
And it's something we can all relate to. Most of us have been to high school, are in high school, or are about to go to high school. So without further ado,
let's do what it do.
Sponsored by ExpressVPN. Now, the whole point of high school is pretty simple. It's 4 years of exposure therapy for your host of teenage insecurities, mixed in with a few facts about cell division. During this time, you're trying to answer the important mortal questions in life, like, who am I? Who are my true friends? What do I want to contribute to the world? What does a boob feel like? All questions you'll likely never find the answer to. So, one thing everyone tells you in high school is to be yourself. But the problem is when you're 16, pretty much the only thing you care about is trying to be like everyone else. Nevertheless, what they really mean is you should go out and pursue the things that you enjoy so you can figure yourself out. The problem is that during high school, other kids can be harsh and judgmental and make you feel like the hobbies and activities you enjoy make you lame and uncool. Fortunately, this completely changes when you're an adult because people are lonely and keep their thoughts to themselves. When you're in high school, your mind is young and
We're
impressionable.
trying to be YouTubers. I just realized that. We kind of are. Oh my gosh. How did that just... It never really dawned on me.
Did you ever see the
Until
day?
the 85th video.
Therefore, incapable of nuance. If someone laughs at your joke, now you're the class clown. If your crush gets a boyfriend, now you're alone forever. And if some kid makes fun of your sketchers, time to start writing the manifesto. As a teenager, this is the first time you really start to build a personal identity for yourself. And in high school, this is a pretty low resolution.
Slip that in there?
Jock, stud, gamer, whatever you prefer to call yourself.
was
As you
all that.
probably know, a lot of adults tell you that high school doesn't really matter, so you should just enjoy it. And that's true in the sense that there are hundreds of people you're never going to see again, so you do get a hard reset on the time you said orgasm instead of organism, or when you're in geography class and mispronounced Niger. But what that doesn't mean is that you shouldn't care about high school.
It's not
unresolved experiences and insecurities from your youth can affect you for your entire life. For example, one time I got rejected by a girl, and now I have 200,000 Reddit karma. Now, a lot of teenagers think they're invincible, but I personally didn't get that at all. I remember kids were doing drugs, getting girls pregnant, and fucking up the rest of their lives while I was at home studying videos of how to order at Subway. It is true, though, that no matter what, you are going to do a lot of stupid stuff in high school, and this is because your brain hasn't fully developed yet. In fact, science has shown it isn't until the age of 25 that your brain finally starts to develop. Until then, it's just empty space inside your skull where stolen mannerisms and personality traits bounce around aimlessly until they randomly pop out during conversation in response to anxiety. Through the process of puberty, your body becomes fully biologically capable of reproducing.
He's got them sketches on.
Just in case. Now, one of the most important things in high school is dating, because for most people, that's when you have your first relationship. The thing is, it can be really scary asking someone out because you've never done it before, but it's really a pretty straightforward process. All you have to do is glance at your crush during class every now and then. Make eye contact at some point, and then you just fantasize about your relationship for the next 3 years until you start dating someone else.
Right.
The good news is that by the end of high school, you've been around your classmates for nearly a quarter of your whole life, so everyone has already made their mind up if they like you or not. So the fear of getting rejected really doesn't make any sense in this context, because if you ask someone out and they say, ew, no, it's not like they just decided that the moment you asked them out. They've been thinking that for years. In general, dating is difficult in high school because when you're a teenager, you don't really have any life experience, so there's not much to talk about. You'll run into a girl you had a crush on years later, and she'll be like, honestly, I thought you were so cute in high school. And you'll be like, why didn't you tell me?
I hate that. Why does that always happen?
I am telling you now.
Why didn't you tell me when it mattered?
I think roles are kind of changing. Women are approaching men more now than they used to. And it's becoming more acceptable for women to go out and approach a man. And when I say approach, not the whole looking at a man or like playing with her hair or making it obvious like she wants you to come in and start the conversation.
No, they're straight up
like
telling
coming
you,
up to you straight up and saying like, hey, so what are you doing today? And like that kind of like what men used to do before. I think
that's always happened to me.
Yeah.
And I think you're just not noticing you're cute. So.
No, I'm saying I have friends who say that they've never been approached by a woman before, and you have to be like godlike in appearances in order for a woman to ever come to you. And I'm saying maybe you just haven't realized it, or maybe you just took it as like a woman wasn't hitting on you.
Yep.
That's on you, because there's a lot of times women
won't call anybody out, but
women that just don't go to every man out there.
Yeah, I turned 18, boy. A lot of older women. Yeah, is what I'm trying to say. Because I did not believe older women were trying to holler at me. Right over, man. Older women I knew, and older women I just met that knew I was only 18. I mean, but you know, I've always looked like this. Tall, dark, and handsome. Tall, dark, and worth the ransom.
Alright.
And you'll be like, oh, but I needed to know then. As you waddle away sadly.
Wow.
What is genuinely good news about graduation is that you finally finished the tutorial and have begun the rite of passage into adulthood, where your path first splinters and differentiates itself from your classmates. Some of your friends will go into computer science university because they want to become as charismatic as Mark Zuckerberg. Some of your friends will go into trades so they can afford to live and make more trades. And some of your friends will say, I want to take a gap year and travel, which means I want to have sex with Europeans. So whatever your dream, just know that you have a long life to achieve it. So no need to worry about finding a hot
They flew the Europeans into my college.
And there's just one thing to remember when you leave high school and choose your path into the future. It's that student loans follow you forever and are legally unforgivable, even under the circumstance of death.
So, casually explained high school. I guess they kind of skimmed over certain emotions and experiences that happen when you're in high school. The whole not knowing yourself until after high school, or not knowing subtle things that happened.
The uncontrollable. Random boners you get.
Yeah.
It's early in the morning, you know,
and it's
hormones all over the place. Casually explained. He really casually explains in detail. Excruciatingly relatable detail. I definitely used to stare at girls and not tell them how I felt, and find out years later they thought I was cute, and it just feels so like, why did you tell me that before you had 3 kids? That came out wrong. I'll be a stepdaddy. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and casually explain to us what you think was the best part of the video, and also suggest to us what else you want us to, you know, react to. Because if we casually explain it, you know, we react to stuff.
Facts. And we'll see you next time, Fooligans.
When it's time to react to Fool again.